Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at a very unique accessory for our car. It's actually seat covers that allow us to have something that's been causing a lot of delays on order, especially when you're trying to get a brand new Model 3 with a new leather option than white on your cars. Now, the car that we have in front of us came originally with stealth gray and black interior, and with the TAPTES seat covers, I was able to get them converted over to the white seats that I've always wanted. This is TK, let's check them out. The kit itself includes everything that you need. There's the bottom seat cover, the back seat cover, there's even an armrest cover, and of course, same thing mirrored on the other seat. With the included kit and everything that you have in here is pretty much already in there. There's actual clips that you actually put in between. There's actually even ties that you're able to basically position them in. Of course, make it look and fit exactly the way you want it. And one thing to keep in mind is that the headrests are actually part of the back piece. So there's no 4 pieces or 3 pieces for the front seat. Essentially, it's just one big piece here. And of course, the bottom piece in there for the seat, as well as the actual armrest. Now, when we're looking on the back, this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. The back seat is essentially one entire piece. And when it comes to the back pieces here, we have one piece, second piece for the inner piece for the armrest, of course, even with the coverage all the way on the inside. This right side in there, as well as a corner piece on that side. And of course, the other corner piece positioned on this end to give you that nice seamless total color, almost looks like an original fit. And this is mirrored all the way down to the back seats. There is obviously instructions on how to be able to remove the back cover so that you can actually align the leather seats in there. There's even a strap that goes across that secures the front cover, and it provides you that nice, seamless, clean look. And of course, as you can see here on the bottom, everything looks clean. It's very easy. I had the seats all the way to the back to be able to install them just to make sure to get the best fit. But the really nice thing about this is everything that you need is in there. You just need patience and about 30 to 40 minutes worth of installation time. Now, I'm sure a lot of us are kind of wondering what's going to happen with the cooling effect, or at least the front 2 seats here, the passenger and the driver's seat, that are actually intended to have cooling, so air conditioning that flows through them. The heating effect does not get impacted because for the most part, the heating coil will just warm up. There is a little bit of a separation between you and the actual seat, so there may be maybe a slightly slower effect for you to be able to feel that. But as far as the actual cooling, surprisingly, it worked quite well. They had enough basically spacing inside of the actual padding where the cooling vents are sitting in the chairs. So it's not going to feel just exactly as without car seats or car seat covers. It's just going to feel a little bit slower to kick in. So for me, when I turn it on, you're probably going to be able to hear it. I'm going to turn it on now for the driver and the passenger seat. And right away, as I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you guys, I feel it on my lower back, I feel it in my back, and it actually feels really strong, almost like I don't have the actual covers. And that's because I'm sitting on it. So keep something in mind, although we are sitting with seat covers on, because we're sitting on them and we're pushing them to the actual car seat, you're gonna feel it a lot stronger, and it works just as good as not having the seat on them. So if you ever wanna change the color of your seats or maybe protect your exact seats on the actual car, the ones that we get from TAPTES are actually pretty decent. They have a few options available, of course. There'll be a link for that in the description below. It took me a little bit to figure out exactly how to separate the back cover on the actual chair, because that's one of the biggest things that you need to do. You need to be able to first release a couple of little, I would say, elastic bands on the bottom of the chair. So you put the chair all the way to the back, you raise it up all the way to the top, and then you bring the back all the way forward. So you have basically the optimal position in the back. You reach under the chair, you remove the 2 rubber bands, which essentially are holding the bottom cover. From there, you'll be able to access between the seat and the back seat. The back cover just needs, for the most part, for you to be able to remove the 2 pins on the side, like actually just putting a screw between them and the actual connector, raise the headrest that separates the back, you run the straps on the back, and everything kind of just comes back very nice and clean. And then literally most of the time, or most of the effect that I was basically working on that took me the longest was tucking in everything and making sure everything fits correctly. The back seats are pretty much Velcroed, not that hard. The bottom bench is actually pretty straightforward. There is a connector for the seat warmers on the left side. You just need to be aware of that when you're removing it. And actually that part for the back bench, you can pretty much take it out, do it outside of the car, and bring it back in. So overall, intensity of installation is going to just be, I would say, do it on a cooler day than what I did. The reason why I'm sweating, the reason why it's a little bit hot for us in Southern California, it's been pretty warm. But other than that, the installation is very nice. As you can see, it looks absolutely fantastic. If you've ever wanted basically white seat covers for your car, or changing the seat covers, or even protecting your existing chairs, these are going to look really good. And I'll try to do for you guys an update maybe in another few months or so, showing the wear and tear after using them on my car. Like and subscribe as usual. Thank you very much for the support. Again, check the description for your coupon, as well as the link for the actual seat covers. I'll see you in the next video.